Okay. Hello, students. Today we are going to see about fuzzy set. So, in the last chapter, we have known about the introduction of the fuzzy set. Now we are going in depth with the fuzzy set. So, what is meant by fuzzy set? Okay, so it is a fuzzy set where we have collection of components with the degree of membership value. When we talk about the crisp set, only we'll have two valued logic where you'll have true or false, yes or no, or 1 comma 0. But in case of fuzzy set, you'll have the element with the membership value. So the term fuzzy set relates to the ambiguity. So we'll see the examples, then you can easily understand. So the soft computing deals with the non-deterministic data. Already we have discussed. So the fuzzy set also relates to the ambiguity, where the transmission between the membership values, like it will have the boundaries like 0 to 1. So when we have the values, elements of the set, you will have the element plus what is the membership value of that element. So for example, if I take the student is honest or the person is honest, so how you are going to calculate the honesty? I'll say that Ram comma 0.4. So I'll say what is the meaning of that? Ram is 40% honest, or the honesty of the Ram is in between 0 and 1, that is 0.4. So like this, we have to maintain the fuzzy set. So in case of the membership functions, this will be used for detecting the uncertainty and ambiguity. If you see here, so already I told you that all the ambiguous data can be handled with the help of the soft computing. So fuzzy set is one of the technology or domain in order to use it. So we will see in this chapter what is meant by fuzzy set, how to create a fuzzy set, and how it is meant by membership function, how many types of membership functions are there. Okay. Now, already we have discussed about fuzzy set theory, like that is Lottie, Phi, A, Zade, who have started in 1965. It is based on the crisp set, but the crisp set are only for dual logic based, whereas fuzzy set will have multi logic, right? Okay, it will have multiple values, but when you talk about the crisp set, it will have only two values, true or false, yes or no, like that. So in detail, so where we are using this particular fuzzy set, we will use for the problems which are approximate. Like when we have the approximate data, means insufficient data or ambiguous data. Okay, so what the human will think, like how the human will process when there is approximate data or inaccurate data, how he is going to analyze. So this can be used in the fuzzy logic. And this will always incorporate the knowledge-based system and rule inference mechanisms. Okay, so it will create the rules according to the previous situations, because all our soft computing techniques are related to learning and adaptation. So it will learn on the previous existing problems, and it will solve the real-time problems which have been existing now. Okay. Now coming to the next one, it is used for apprehending the ambiguities, like whatever the ambiguities we have in the human cognitive process, like thinking, reasoning, okay, giving some rule-based inferences, and with the help of the imprecision and uncertainty. Means if that particular problem is of uncertain, or it have only imprecision values, we can use the fuzzy logic. What are the advantages? First one is it can adaptable the changes. Comfortable, it can adaptable all the changes. Why? Because you know how the human will adapt to the new things, and we are making the system to be adapted like that. And second advantage is the logic will be robust. Means it can work on any particular situations or any kind of problem, and it will be straightforward. And it can also be changed according to the user requirements. And last one is it is very easy to build a structure. Like how you create the structure of crisp logic, you can also easily build a structure of the fuzzy logic. And you can easily analyze the problem and get the results what we expected. Next one is these are very simple to build. Okay, structure is simple means obviously it will impact that the this one system will be simple, and it can also process multiple type of inputs, Like it will only say that it will only work with the text image, or it will work only with the text data, or it will only work with the audio. So it can work multiple sort of inputs, and it can make the accurate decisions with the help of available functions. So what are the disadvantages of the fuzzy set? First one is it is very difficult for gathering the data, because fuzzy set only can analyze the data, like it can make the decision, but it cannot gather the data. So it will be very difficult for gathering the data. Why? Because all the data will be in the multi-value logic, where you have to calculate the membership value of each and every element. Then we have to do that. And complete the controller of the fuzzy logic will depend on the human knowledge. So it should work in the direction that how the human will think, how the human will work, or how the human will analyze this particular solutions. So this will be very difficult in order to build, and these should be very high-end processors, or it should use high-end algorithms which can easily uh, handle or tackle these particular problems. Next one is its efficiency, that is fault tolerance, is very low. Why? Because when this particular input values are completely opposite to the required, or it is contradicting the required inputs, then the results may not be efficient. And the basic disadvantage is it has to be upgraded on a regular basis. Like for example, if I take first you decide a person as a honest. After some time, you feel that he's not honest, that is, he's dishonest, and you want to change the value of that particular membership value. So this have to be done regular basis. Updations have to be done regular basis. Now, so I think you know what is meant by crisp set, because already we know about the sets. What is a set? Set of elements. A set of elements is defined as a components or collection of elements which are related. Clear? So if I say set of even numbers, it should have only even numbers. A set of odd numbers, it should have set of odd numbers. If I say set of vowels, only it should have the vowels. So when I talk about the crisp set, it is a set with some relation between the elements. Okay. So if you see here, it is a crisp set A. It is a collection of items over the universal set U. So U is the universal set. Okay, it means that there are only two chances. Okay, if I take one set, we have only two options. Either the value belongs to the set, or value does not belongs to the set. We cannot say that it may or may not belongs to the set. So that is the basic value of a crisp set. Now, where we are going to use this crisp set. So, however, it will only support the approximate data or imprecision data. So, we have to use only in the traditional computing system rather than the soft computing system. That we are clear. Next, it can also do the operations like union, intersection, complement, and difference. So, we can find, we have the formulas. It also supports the various features like properties like commutativity, transitivity, distributivity, associativity, etc. And remember one point, fuzzy set also will have the same functionality. Only the thing is we will work with the membership values. Now, what is meant by crisp logic? So whenever you know, like we will use the first order logic. So this particular first order logic will be applicable for the crisp logic. So in order to go for unambiguous data and non-categorical data. So this particular logic only uses first order logic with deterministic data. So it should be clear, it will not work with the non-deterministic data. And it is not a portrait for the human intelligence. So which is a portrait for the human intelligence? Fuzzy logic, not the crisp logic. Now, what are the features of the crisp set? So as I said, one thing we have to remember, there is have only one degree of membership, that is either 0 or 1. Okay, so if I take element belongs to this particular set, the degree of membership will be 1. If the element does not belongs to is, the degree of the membership will be 0. So only thing remember, the features of the crisp set is that either 0 or 1. Element belongs to the set or element does not belongs to the set. Exactly. So a typical set where an element is either member or a not a member. So what will be the input or what will be the analysis when you take a set will give either value 0 or 1. 0 implies element does not belong to the set. 1 implies element belongs to the set. That's it. Rather than we don't have any values for each and every element. Now, what are the differences? What are the basic differences between a crisp set and fuzzy set? So basic differences, first one is it is vague or ambiguous properties. It means it will work with the vague or ambiguous data. Second one is the crisp set will only work with the specific and precise data. Okay, so if there is any may or may not be, or if I don't have the complete data, so crisp set will not work, but fuzzy set will work. Okay. Second difference is it is a set of components with different membership degrees. Okay, so here I told you we have Ram 0.4, Anil 0.6, Sunil 0.8. So what is the meaning here? So each and every element in the set will have some membership value. But here in this particular thing, we don't have any membership value. Directly, if element is belong to the set, you will incorporate in the set. Otherwise, you will not put the element in the set. Next, applications. So all the fuzzy set will be used in fuzzy controllers. Crisp set will be used in the digital design. Okay. So membership, fuzzy set will show the incomplete membership, whereas crisp set will show the complete membership. Okay. Now, what is the value? So the value will be 0 to 1. Remember this. The value of the fuzzy set will be in between in an interval of 0 to 1, whereas crisp set will have only either 0 or 1. Okay. So coming to the next one, it defines the degree of each and every value. So that is a membership value. Whereas in crisp set, it does not have any membership value. It just will have the classical set. Finally, we can say that where we are using the fuzzy set. So fuzzy set will be used for replicating the human brain. So we are doing all the neural networks, machine learning, deep learning, federated learning. So all these things, when your input is not correct or imprecise or ambiguous, then we can go for the fuzzy set. So it is also an important field of expert system. What is an expert system? Like in decision making. Okay. So if you have situation where you have input is like that, output should be like that, we don't have any idea. So how the human will analyze, it have to be built according to this particular expert system. And CRISP-set was only used for digital systems, whereas expert system may be based on the binary logic or the fuzzy logic. Okay.